A very good day, dear students. So, as you all know me, I am Shomadeep, your faculty for robotics. So, let us begin with our next session. Previously, we have learned many things. We have learned many theoretical parts. We have seen the importance of each and every code that we run, each and every function, each and every variable. Everything has its own importance here, right? Nothing is there which doesn't actually get used in our daily programs. All right. What is our motto over here? Our motto is to be that much ready with the Arduino programming so that we can control the controller, right? That's the name, that's the precise name and motto we should say we have to control the controller, right? So our motto will be to get that much ready theoretically as well as practically. You see, only studying theory won't be that much helpful, and only doing the practical without knowing the theory first won't also be that much helpful, right? So that is how our program in Agritas Academy is being designed by me, so that we learn the theory, we understand the meaning of how and when and where to use what variables, what or all the constants, how to use a string, how to use if-else statement, how to use switch case statement, where and in which occasion, what will be suitable. So all these things, reminding you all these things and teaching you all these things is my motto over here, is every faculty's motto over here. So let us begin with our session 25 or the 25th chapter that is known as Arduino strings. Okay, full of examples, dear student. You don't need to uh, just read out and memorize. You need to understand the purpose. You need to understand the main purpose of it, that where and how and in which way we can use it, or you can use it in your program, right? While writing a program, that's what our motto is. While writing a program, how we can make it short, easy to read, and easy to understand or easy to comprehend, whatever you might say. So how we can make that, and that's our motto over here. So let us begin. Let us read it out. Let us understand what Arduino string is, and after a few classes, we'll be directly moving on to the mini projects or the short projects. Okay. And then we'll be having some of the advanced things that a bit advanced, how we can use Arduino, in which sensors we can use Arduino. We'll study about various sensors also, okay, which will facilitate your knowledge regarding various kinds of sensors that can be integrated with Arduino while getting ready with the theoretical concepts of code and how to use the program. Okay, so let us begin here. Arduino string. The string is a data type that stores text rather than the integer values. First of all, you need to know that. So it will be basically storing the text value. Okay, it doesn't store the integer values. Now, it is similar to other data types such as integer, float, etc. in Arduino. Okay, so it's a kind of data type which is similar to other data types, right? All right. So the string is an array of characters. That means a range of characters, full range of characters will be there, or a set of characters that consists of numbers, spaces, and special characters from the ASCII table. What is ASCII table or ASCII table? Okay, is the values every letter have. Okay, it's basically the American standard. Okay, you all know what it is. So according to that, the value will be stored. Now, the string can be declared in the following ways. Now, this is important because you see, definition is of course fine. For the first time, for understanding purpose, the definition is obviously important. But what is more important than that is to how to use it, right? So how we can declare a string is more important in ways. So you see, the string can be declared in these types. Okay, first is character, that is char, string A, that is str A, and in the third bracket, I'm writing 10. So what is 10 over here, dear students? We declare the size of the array over here. Okay, what we declare is First, the name is there, STRA, that is the name. Okay. And the type is characters type because it's a string, right? Okay. So it will store every alphabet, everything, every value you give, it will store it as a characters type. Okay. All right. So STRA, we have given the name to it, and 10 is the size. This is how we declare basically. Same here again, you see, again, char string A8. So string A is the name, 8 is the size basically. Okay. Generally, what we do is we give one greater than the number of elements inside the set, right? Okay. We can also declare an array with extra space for a string constant, string A. You see, string A, STRA 10 equal to hello. So it is being declared like this. Okay. This is how basically the examples are provided, how you can declare the array over here. Okay. See, the data type is char. The data type is char. That means character. Each character is an element in string. Now, for example, what we can see, Arduino contains 7 characters. Okay. So we need to declare an array at least of size 8. Okay. If you see the word Arduino, it has 7 characters. ARDUINO, 7 characters. So what we need to do, keep it in mind always. Whenever we are, for example, we have a string called Arduino, right? Let us take this example on. Now to declare it, declare this one as the string. We need, since it has 7 characters, we need the size of the array 1 greater than the number of characters. That means we need to define the size of the array at least to be 8. Since Arduino has 7 characters, 7 alphabets, we need to declare the size of the array as 8. That is the rule. Okay. Now, why you must say that, sir, why we should declare one extra space? Why it is being used? See, it is, I have written over here very easily to understand. One extra space to store the null character at the end of the string. This is the null character. Okay. All right. Let us see the next example. See, my string length text. How is text stored basically? See very carefully. The 0th element or the find index element, first index element is T, then 1, 2, 3. You see, there are total from 0 to 3, 4 characters and one null character. Right? The last character is always a null character, these students. So what we need to do, if you see very carefully, we denote the number of array from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, that means total 4 characters, right? Total 4 spaces we need to give and one extra space for the null character. That means what should be this length len? What should be this? This one should be 5 minimum, right? 1 greater than the number of elements. I hope now the concept is very clear to you, right? How we should declare it. Now, when we create a string using the double quotes like the word text, what are we doing here differently? In the double quotes, okay, we're putting a word, for example, text over here. Okay, as we have taken the example. The compiler automatically creates an element out of each character. Okay, it further appends the null character to the end. So that's the automatic system that happens, that the null character is placed at the end. Okay, it's appended at the end. The null character has the value 0 in the ASCII table. Obviously, that is why it is called the null character. It is defined using 2 characters. Okay, there is the slash and /0. All right. The backlash or the slash represents the special character when used in conjunction with other characters. Okay. The backlash is also known as an escape character. So the null character is added by the compiler to terminate the string. That means this is how the string basically try to understand, the compiler basically try to understand where and when to end the string. Okay, wherever it finds the need to end the string, then the null character is being put over there. Okay, I hope it is clear why the null character is being used by the compiler in this case. See an example. This is a very easy code. It might seem but a bit long, but trust me, it's a very easy code. See, serial.print with string. What are we doing? First, we are assigning integer constant, right? What is the length? 20. It is being given a length of 20 characters. A char, that's character, char my string, length, hello world. What are we printing? Hello world. Count the alphabets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? Now we can also specify as char my string 20. You see, always greater than the number of characters. Right? Always greater than the number of alphabets. Okay. Now, word setup. Serial begin. We have given the rate, the baud rate, communication rate. In while loop, what we need to run in loop, we are giving here for int I is equal to 0, I is less than length, I equal to I plus 1. Okay, that's what we're giving. If my string I equal to 0, okay, backslash 0, it will stop printing when it sees a null character. That's what's happened. That's how the string operates. Okay, it stops printing when it sees a null character. That's why the compiler places the null character at the end of the string. Okay, and then break. All right. Now serial print after breaking, after getting break, serial print my string I. We should print the string and give a delay of 500. That is half a millisecond. That's what the code says. And this is what the output is. Okay. This is what the output is. Hello Arduino is being print. All right. Now, serial.println with string. Let's see. In the case of println function, we need not require any for loop or condition to print. Okay. We in this case do not require any for loop or condition to print it. It's an easier way to print strings. What is it? Let's see. First, we are declaring constant integer of length 15. Then character, my string length, hello Arduino. Then we're giving the void setup. Inside the void setup, serial begin 9600. We are giving the specifying the rate over here. Now void loop. Inside the void loop, what we are giving? Serial println, my string. So we are printing my string over here and giving a delay of 500. That is half a millisecond. So the output will be the same as that. Okay. I hope you've understood till this. Array of strings. We can specify the array of strings while working with the large projects, right? Such as the LCD display, etc. Now, LCD display is not a project that we are aiming for right now. So why are we studying this? Basically, is try to understand array of strings is one of the very important concept. Okay. See, the array names are also considered as pointers. Okay. What does that mean? The data type marked with an asterisk is defined as pointer. Okay. Whatever data type, when we mark it with an asterisk sign or the star sign, or by we use it as multiplication sign. Okay. So That is what known as array of strings. Okay, they are basically defined as pointers. For example, char start. So character start. So they are basically a pointer that we are defining. Okay. Now to define an array of strings, array of arrays, we actually need pointers. How? If we say char stars string AB, that is equal to welcome to string A to G in Arduino. Here is a string A, here is a string B, here is a string C, like this. Here is a string G. Okay. Now void setup, serial begin 9600, that is the baud rate specified already. Void loop, what I am doing? For in a for loop, I am putting int I, that is in beginning the integer I, that is equal to 0, from 0 int I equal to 0, I less than 8, I plus plus, that is I plus 2. Okay, whatever you might say. Now serial print string AB, a delay of 1000, that is 1 second. Okay, 1000 millisecond is 1 second basically. So this is what we have done, right? Fine. This is what we get as a output. Welcome to string A to G in Arduino. Here is string A, here is string B. We get printed up to string G. Okay. So this is basically how it works. Okay. I hope you have understood. Now, the last thing in today's session is Arduino string object. So what are the objects in Arduino? An object is basically, it's like a variable which points to a memory location that holds some data. Okay. All right. So the functions associated with the object are called the member functions. Now, as a result, what happens? We can make the objects to perform some actions. Okay. All right. So, as you see, this object is basically a variable, right? And it is basically pointing to a memory location. That's it. What is the function it is associated with? It is associated with the object, and it is called a member function, right? As a result, make the objects to perform some actions. Okay. Now let us look at an example. Basically, the begin or print or println, they are functions that are declared using the serial object. Okay. The period after the serial print, etc., whatever we are giving over here, specifies that we are accessing some members within the serial object. Okay. Now the members can be either a function or a variable, anything. Okay. The parenthesis after the print or println function, anything, they determines the functions being called in the serial. That's what they do. Okay. And these functions basically they cannot be declared alone in the like global scope of the code. So if you are declaring the functions in the at first in the global scope, it cannot be declared alone. Okay. So thus they are basically declared with the serial objects that are the serial print or serial println. That is why it is being declared like this. They cannot be declared. Okay. So this was a very short session for you for about the Arduino string. Okay. Serial.println, array of strings, and Arduino string object. Okay. So that's it for this session. We will meet again in the next session. Okay. And after that, we'll be processing with the projects also. Thank you very much, students.